That's what you want to see.
We're seeing it. Are we live? Should have gotten a second one if you're just going to go that quick.
Who says I don't have a second one?
That was almost a big wave.
Haha. Cahoonies.
Anyway, we're live.
We're live.
Yeah, episode 11. We're coming in hot here.
I gotta hide this.
Well,
Oh, sorry.
you're gonna hide it behind my aqua. All right, that's fine. Cool. Well, we're here. It's BNN minus N. Nate is out today.
Nate, what the hell, dog?
Jeez, it's almost like grandparents are important or something.
I mean, come on. My grandparents never left town.
Well,
They never left town. They don't need to come back if they never left.
you got a point.
I mean, I'm
You
just
got
saying.
a point, man.
Whatever.
It's been a long few weeks though. There's been a little bit of a gap.
When was the last time you recorded?
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it has been a minute. Well,
Yeah.
you got the diarrhea, I remember.
I got the Rhea, and
Bad time.
I'm still a little tiny bit congested. You might hear me slur a word or two here or there.
Diarrhea will do that to you.
but, dude, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of steroids for that Rhea, but we're good. We're here. We are whole again.
Minus Nate, but yeah, we're all whole.
Yeah. So
You
we're
have
good.
an inflamed hole, but
Hey, speaking of inflamed holes, we got something to cover real quick before we get into our fun little quirks here.
where is this going? I don't remember this in the prep notes. Go on, proceed.
There was a bet we were tracking,
Oh.
and I think we got to talk about it because
you're going to ease me into that one.
nope, we're going right to the burning hole. And I will say, listen, what a spectacular way for it to finish.
Tell me and my boy Matt didn't set a better line than Vegas by 8 games.
I'm just saying, like, the fact that it was down to the wire.
Last game. Well,
Last
I wish
game
the last
of
game
the
had a little
season.
bit more pop to it. Losing
Yeah.
8-0 is not a way I wanted to finish it, but being game 162, it was a good bet.
To say the least,
was a good bet.
It was tracking really quick there, and then
Pompous asshole. I hate that guy so much.
oh
guy.
man,
For those of you that don't know, I lost a bet to my boy Matt because he said the Sox would win 60 games, and that was clearly far-fetched until it wasn't.
and it was amazing. I know he was texting me on the side, and he's talking about how he's like, I don't know, I'm kind of losing a little hope, and I said, hey bud, maybe next time you take the outright 52.5, just maybe
Just
next
outright.
time.
Yeah, well,
maybe
so
next time.
What you're saying is you jinxed me, Nate jinxed me,
No.
Adam jinxed me, everybody was against me, and I came and I brought
No.
my best, and I took it to game 162.
No, man.
But you guys all jinxed me, you know it.
No, not at all. It's on record. Nate was saying it was a favorable stretch for the Sox there. So, or I guess favorable for the opponent.
Timeout.
what?
Timeout. Nate, the whole start of that, Nate said, oh, that's a guaranteed win. You got that one 100%. That is on record. You can go back to episode 1 where he said that. Episode 1, he said, oh, that's a lock. You got it 100%. It was more like 0%, Nate, but thank you very much.
I mean,
You guys. I'm not going to lie. The most infuriating was Adam, though. The comments made in our
The
group
only
chat,
comment. The only comment he
time
makes.
he ever piped up was, how many more games, Nick? How much did you bet on that, Nick?
no, I think if I had my phone, we're recording with it, but I'm pretty sure out of like 1,000 text messages, the only text we got from Adam was, "Hey, how much do you owe for that bet?"
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's word for word what he said there.
I know.
But-
And then a week ago when they had 2 wins left and like 4 or 5 games to go, and I was like, I'm not out of it yet. They could easily lose 6 out of 7, whatever it was. Adam said, "Yeah, it's not a good bet." I remember. I'm keeping notes. I'm coming for it. I know exactly who said what.
To be fair, Adam is a Sox fan, so I feel like I kind of
know
have
that.
to give it to him. Oh yeah, dude.
Now it's even more infuriating.
Yeah, I mean he's not like diehard, but
No, didn't even know he was a fan,
he's a fan.
which makes it worse.
Adds a little sting to the cut there, but
yeah, exactly.
So.
Now Matt's like itching to do a 75 win bet next year. Kind of want that action.
we should have him on. We should have him here in the studio.
Honestly.
And hey, I won't give out his username, but I know he's listening. I know he's watching.
Aunt Jemima. It's not actually that. It's Pearl Mills.
The body shape like Butterworth. Anyway,
Whatever.
We'll get him on. We'll figure it out, and we'll
Yeah.
talk about that live. We'll set a good line.
It's- yeah, I'm not convinced that Jerry Reinsdorf's going to pay more than $7 in free agency this offseason.
Oh, probably not. No, they're going to
I
do
think
all
we're going to be
in-house.
okay. I think we're going to be okay. I think 70 wins is max for them next year, but whatever. We'll see how it goes.
I think that's a good pivot to talk about a win.
Hell yeah.
The Cubs.
We're on
moving
to the
on.
next. Let's go. Cubbies win. Big time win. Big time.
Big win. Big win. Yeah,
I needed it.
We were watching that game before we got here, and wow, it was a little rocky there to
Little
finish,
rocky to say the least in the ninth.
But hey,
They won.
But hey.
All that matters is a dub on the board. Fly that W. Cubbies are going back to the NLDS. And this was a stat I wanted to bring up.
Go ahead.
I was alluding to it. You would never agree to this, but, whatever. You guys don't trust stats. You guys ignore stats. You and Nate both. Since Caleb Williams has been starting quarterback, the Cubs are undefeated in playoff series that they've been in.
that's it. Wait,
It's a stat.
hold on. Repeat that.
Since Caleb Williams has been a Bear, the Cubs are undefeated in the playoff series.
What, 1-0?
Yeah. I mean, they've only been in one series since he's been a Bear.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like,
it's
wait
stats.
a minute.
It's stats. I want that on record that is stats. That's a positive stat that this guy has to live with.
You know, and it's amazing you say something like that because I, as a Cubs fan, really don't want you to say that because, and I got to put this on record, we win game one of the wild card.
Yeah, we did.
He sends a video to our group chat saying the Cubs are going to go 17-0 and then they proceed to lose the next game.
Okay, but clearly there's not even 17 wins in the MLB postseason.
I'm just
so
saying.
That was clearly a little facetious. It was also aimed at Matt, targeted at Matt, the same guy that I owed $100 to. That Matt, that POS. I'm gonna skip the vulgar words here, but
His family, dead.
I'll dox him right now. You guys want to know where he lives? I'll say his address out loud right now.
That's probably good for me to know, but
I'll tell everybody.
you can tell everybody.
I'm doxing him. He deserves it.
He owes me a cut.
How dare he beat me
Jeez.
in a bet? I never lose bets. But yeah, set a great line. Cubbies
Great
won.
line.
Cubbies won. Cubbies won. That's all that matters. Bring on the Brewers. Speaking of which, did we or did we not have the best record in majors against the Brewers? I thought that I heard that stat. I'm not sure if it's true or not.
I don't know about that.
Maybe there's an AL team that won one series against them, but I thought we had the best winning percentage out of any team in baseball against the Brewers this year.
I would look it up, but my screen here that the audience can't see is not doing well right now.
I've been watching that. I know you've been looking at it every once in a while as if there's notes on that. It's a black screen, everybody.
It's okay. I know what I wrote down.
It's all for show.
Whenever we get in like 30 minutes into the episode, I just hope they're here because there's stuff I want to talk about.
What is wrong with that thing?
I don't know. It's
This is the part where I
little
tell
engine.
everybody. This is the part where I tell everybody that this guy worked in IT in college.
now hold on.
Figure it out.
That's true, and I am. So I will say my fault for not turning this dinosaur on before we got here because it's going through the motions right now.
Fair enough.
So
This thing was around when the internet was invented.
yes, this thing was around when Chris Paul was a son. So
Oh God, dude, he
It
looks
wasn't that long
old.
ago.
I don't know if you saw
But-
this in like the media day. He looks old. He looks like the oldest basketball player who ever lived.
really,
Yeah, he's very old. I'd say pull it up, but clearly you can't pull up anything here.
would you say Chris Paul probably at what age 41 has what? Is he still? No, he's with the Clippers now.
Yeah.
with the Clippers.
Back
looks
with the Clippers.
older than rookie Greg Oden. I'm just saying.
See, that's a good one there because Greg Oden, he just looked old, but he wasn't.
That man came out of the
Chris
womb
Paul
50
is
years
the
old.
oldest man ever. I'm convinced.
Well,
I know stats wouldn't back that up, but he is the oldest man on earth
He's
right now.
absolutely unk status for sure. But
Dude, 100%. But that's basketball. We got a ways to go. But there was one basketball story that I did want to bring up while
Ooh.
we're on it.
go ahead.
Kawhi Leonard. Did you see what he said to the media?
No.
They asked him point blank, period, like, what's going on with that?
Oh, no.
And I think somebody's exact line of questioning him was like, well, could you tell us exactly what event you did to earn that money? And he legitimately could not. He essentially, for lack of a better term, was like, just don't even look into it. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. Like it's nothing to look in. Don't look over here.
No.
He is more guilty now than ever. But my take on it has been and will remain to be, and we could end basketball talk here because it is the off season. Nobody cares about it.
Oh, I care.
This is true. WNBA also had another storyline this week, but we'll get to that. My whole take on the whole thing is every team should be doing that. Every team should be paying their players under the table. Why are they not?
How did it take Steve Ballmer, out of all people, to
That's
figure
what I'm
out this
saying,
loophole?
dude. Like if you are a billionaire and you have a cap space like at your up against it, I want Jerry Reinsdorf to pay $1 billion under the table to skirt by the cap, but he would never, because he doesn't care about winning. Even though he runs the most famous and recognizable franchise in all of the NBA. But my point is...
Making a deal with God. Instead of running up that hill, you're dying on that hill.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, I'm just saying, like, as a fan, like, let me ask you this. If you were a Clippers fan, would you be upset that your billionaire owner, is paying your players under the table so that he can get a better roster?
What fraud?
He's a great guy. He didn't do nothing.
He's the best owner around.
Best owner. But my point is like, that's what all sports fans want, is an owner that's willing to, like, skirt by the rules.
And, I mean, I feel like Jerry Jones kind of set the groundwork.
100%.
For a lot of what we're seeing nowadays.
100%. But yeah, that's talking basketball in the offseason. The WNBA also had a good storyline too. I don't know if you saw it.
Hit me with it.
Their commissioner basically said, like, man, Caitlin Clark, all these people should be thankful that we gave them the platform for them to earn their endorsement deals.
Did she actually go, man?
Well, I'm making
if she
that
did,
part up. I'm making that part up. I'm making that part up. But she was basically saying that, like, we gave Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, all these new wave of WNBA stars the platform to earn their endorsements. And so
I don't know about that.
I don't know
Jim.
about that. I know. And so and the best part about it is the WNBA PA. That's a mouthful there, by the way. She came, the Players Association lady, whatever, came out. I forgot her name, Nafisa or something like that. I know ball. She came out and was basically saying, like, yeah, the commissioner said this, point blank period, this load of BS. Like, I love that. They're going back and forth. WNBA PA and the commissioner of the WNBA are at odds, and I love it.
That's always, there might be a lockout.
Good. I hope there is. Well,
would it impact me?
It would impact dildo sales.
Now, listen. As much as I want to agree with that, I don't think it would. And I don't know. Listen, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if you know this. I don't know if the viewers know it. But I was actually going to report this about a month ago. But this is happening at NFL games now.
I did see that.
They are just not talking about it.
How about the one that was called a flag, and then they were like, there was actually no flag.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love that.
That was
graphics department. Do better.
Do something.
Do something.
I mean,
I love that though.
Yeah, but I feel like that's why we have the 30-second delay, especially for all these sports.
You would think, but maybe not.
No.
That's talking basketball though.
Back to seams though.
Back to seams.
Go
Cubbies.
So
it was Rocky.
We are now the second team.
Yeah.
No, third team to advance because it went Dodgers, Tigers,
yeah, you're
Cubs.
Right. Dodgers, Tigers, then Cubs.
So Yankees, Red Sox are on right now.
Yep.
So we'll get to that.
That came on too.
Well, you know.
We're doing some live reactions here. We got Thursday Night Football on right now. We
Nine-ish Rams. Yeah, and
it's going to be a blowout.
And that's kind of the problem is, I mean, Kyron Williams just fumbled. We can get to that. I need that guy to not be punished. So
It should be punished.
He probably will be. But
do you have him on your team?
No, but I put a bet down. So
good.
You say good?
Bet?
Yeah, bet. Yeah.
Good.
4-pick parlay plus 2,700 odds. So
it's like minus 2,700 for the Sox to win less than 60 games, and I lost that bet. What do you say to that?
I don't think it was that high.
I
don't think it was that high.
Felt like it at one point.
7.5 odds or 7.5 games difference there. I don't think it was that high.
Whatever.
But I guess just moving forward. So obviously you said Cubs Brewers is up next. What do we feel about the Mariners? Do they break this 24-year skid?
They would play
Detroit.
That's right. Honestly, I think they do. Detroit's been skidding at the worst possible time.
They're both kind of skittish right now.
Yeah, but nobody's been more skittish than the Tigers recently. They gave up a 15.5 game lead in the AL Central,
absolutely.
Dude. What are we talking
absolutely.
about?
I would like to point out, though, at least, and this is kind of the one thing I can not hold my head high on, but we talked about this, I think, episode 3. During the trade deadline, Nate said the Mariners should be selling. I said they should be buying.
You're right.
And this makes sense.
I do remember that. You hit them right on that. You hit that right on the head.
Yeah. So I probably can't do that. I'll get flagged and fined. And
so be it.
If you would be.
So be
Listen,
it.
I mean, you got to look back at it. I mean, the Mariners haven't made an ALCS since 2001.
I'm rooting for them.
Tigers lost last year to the Astros in the AL.
That's true.
ALDS here, the divisional. I should say this for the people who may not know much. Seems, but the American League Divisional Series. It's the second game of the playoffs.
For those of you that don't know how the playoffs work,
I'm just saying there might be some people who don't know. Some of our fans, and I actually made sure to, when we talk about football in a little bit, I wrote down definitions so I can explain some of these advanced analytics I'm talking about.
I don't want anybody to be my fan if they're not a ball knower. You gotta know ball.
But I think the best part is there's going to be people who want to know ball, and I'm happy to help.
Hey, this is just a PSA to the viewers here. If you're learning ball from these two idiots, the third one, Nate's here, yeah, you got problems, my friend. You're late to the game. You should have learned that a long time ago.
Well,
You're right. Teach them a lesson or two.
That's right.
But, dude, honestly, let's talk about the Tigers real quick.
Let's do it.
I think... So they had, I would argue, probably the worst fall from grace of any team that I can remember in recent history. So not to mention the skid that they put on it the last month or two of baseball here.
Okay.
At one point, they were far and away the best team in baseball. Far and away.
Yes.
And since the All-Star break, they have been average at best. And in the last month, they have been borderline the worst team in baseball. For real, dude. Like, they blew a 15.5 game lead from the Cleveland Indians or Guardians. Oh, sorry.
I
stretched that.
Wait.
with how many games? I think it was like in August that they had a 15.5 game lead.
It may have been at the start of August. Yeah, something around there. But
Point being is that in September, it just turned October yesterday. Since September, like second week of September, it was 9.5 game lead on Cleveland. They finished the season off what, 1 or maybe 2-9 or something like that, 2-10,
something like that.
But Cleveland I guess did the opposite.
Now I'm not going to call it historic because with all the years in the MLB, there's more than likely. But I guess it begs the question: who do you put more praise or, how dare you essentially? Do you praise the Guardians?
How dare you?
I'm just saying. I feel like Cleveland did this last year, too. I feel like they were kind of bottom of the barrel at the start of the year last year, and then they came through. They snuck through. I think they won the division last year, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like the Tigers were a wild card.
You're right. I think you're right. We wouldn't be able to look it up.
I had to restart my laptop.
I know. I'm watching. I'm kind of enjoying the struggle bus. This guy never prints me off sheets. He don't got one himself today, my friends. But my point is kind of like this, as we can relate it to like football here, because it's this football season, whatever. If you have a lead in a game, fourth quarter, and it's a pretty hefty lead, do you say that team blew it or the other team won it? And I would argue this team blew it. Detroit. I think it's easier to say, I think it's easier, I guess where I'm going with this is like from the lens of, is it easier to win 10 straight or lose 10 straight? I think it's a lot easier to lose 10 straight.
I think the capital or the period, whichever way you want to start or finish the sentence here, came down to that wild card series because Detroit pulled through.
Yeah, so, you're right.
Now, I mean, listen, did they botch it? Sure, but they covered.
This is true. They covered their own seat. You're right. But ultimately, they should have had a first round bye.
Yes.
And instead, was it it's Seattle that would have had that bye, right? Yeah. Seattle wouldn't. Well, I guess it depends. But it was either, Blue Jays and Seattle ended up with the bye.
Correct.
Blue Jays, I thought, took it from the Yankees.
Blue Jays had it for a while.
I know. Yeah, that's right. Yankees, yeah. You're right. Yankees kind of screwed me with the Sox bet.
The Yankees were starting to kind of unwind there a little bit. They're managing. I mean, it's game 3 right now. The winner of that game will go on to face the Blue Jays, and then I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, the Tigers and Mariners.
Can we also talk about how, there should be a rule where if you have a rivalry such as the Yankees and Boston, you should just automatically be in the NLDS, or the ALDS in this case. I know that's not fair for the team that did better in the regular season, but, I want to see a 7-game series between these two teams.
Absolutely. Listen, I mean, you might disagree with me. As soon we're back at the home screen. As soon as I'm actually able to start doing stuff, I'm going to start doing some typing.
I'm sure you will. You were at the screen 10 minutes ago, though.
I feel like the wild card, and I mean, I get it. And I'm sorry, yeah, the wild card should be more than a best of 3. I mean, because I think all of these matchups, other than the Dodgers and Reds, were really good matchups.
I agree.
I mean, 3 out of the 4 went to the third game.
You're right. You're right. I mean, listen, not that I think baseball is too much or too little of a season. 162 games is a lot. I want to see more, though.
Well, I think,
this kind of atmosphere, at least, I want to see more.
I think it'll also sell a little bit more tickets, too, to where Nate made a point a while back saying that there is a big chance that we go from a 5-pitcher rotation to a 6. And if we get more games, I think that would...
Did Nate say that, or did I?
No, he did. Nate did.
I feel like it was my idea that said, like, they're going to come in with, like, starting pitching. And...
I think you were spinning the web, and then Nate stated it, and you were like, yeah, no, that's good.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
I trying to steal.
He just said it better. So be it.
He just trademarked it.
Yeah. No, dude, I could certainly see it, but, like, I mean, today is a perfect example. This is the first day in MLB history. I heard this, so I can validate it. It was on the radio. They declared it, not me, so hold them accountable, not me.
Okay.
First time in MLB history that there are 3 games that are winner-take-all games in the same day. It's a great day for ball.
Yeah.
It's a great day for ball.
Absolutely. And, I mean, I guess that's probably the pro of the best-of-3 series here. I mean... everything lined up, and I also, and this was, you can mock me for not being the big ball knower, but like I did not realize all 3 games in the wild card were played at the higher seed.
Yeah.
I thought it would go there,
which is why it's like it's almost more valuable in the wild card to be the higher seed than it is in any other round in the playoffs.
I'd agree.
Yeah, I mean it's like it's huge. It's huge.
Yeah, no. But I mean, I guess so. Based on what we know about the bracket where we're at. What do you think? What do you think the bracket turns out to be?
So let's. I was just about to bring this up too. So like we've got. Let's just run through the matchups and potential matchups.
The Ballboys MLB playoff bracket.
So we'll start with the NL. We'll go Brewers Cubs. And as a homer, I've got to go Cubbies. I also think that the Cubs present the best matchup against the Brewers out of any team in the MLB.
Cubs in 6.
I love that pick. I love that pick so much, dude.
Yep.
Here's a stat that people don't know. They were the best team in baseball. Maybe you do know. The Cubs were the best team in baseball coming off a loss.
Yeah.
They had the best record in baseball off a loss. Now, I'm not saying that like that represents anything because they could lose game 1, win, lose, win, lose. You get what I'm saying. But like, my point in that is to say that there's no way that Milwaukee sweeps. I just don't think there's any way they sweep.
No.
With that stated, I think it is going to be a good, close series. I like the pick of Cubs in 6. I might even take a Cubs in 7.
Yeah, no, 7. I think 7 sells.
But here's the $1 million question with that.
Mm-hmm.
Does Cade Horton come back in time? He's I think he comes back like
it was a 15-day IL, right?
Yeah, so it would be I think it would be like 10. So it was 15-day IL from Saturday of last week. So he could come back and pitch like game 7 or 6 if potential.
Yeah.
So just throwing that out there, I think that's how that would work out. I'm not sure what the time spacing is in between these games. We'd look it up, but you can't clearly.
I'm doing everything I can.
I know. The first game in Wrigley, so this would be game 3, right? Because it's 2-2, or no, 2-2-1-1-1.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So the first game in Wrigley is Wednesday of next week, and then Thursday's game 2. So. With that, there's a game Fridays off, Saturday, Sunday in Milwaukee. Potential. No. It would be earlier. Yeah, he's going to come back like end of next week, Thursday at home. Might be his first stint if possible.
Could be.
At any rate, I'm bad at math, bad at dates. My point is, I agree. Cubs 6, I think, is a lovely bet. I love that.
So let's just jump right up then. We get what? Dodgers and
don't tell me. Dodgers and why am I blanking on the freaking team right now? It's NL. Hold on. Don't tell me. Brewers, Cubs, Dodgers playing the. Let's go to the AL
Phillies.
real quick. Phillies, that's it. I knew it. They're the best team in baseball, though. The Dodgers are the big bad wolf, dude. I hate the Dodgers so much, but like they look pretty good in this.
Honestly, I almost wish that the Dodgers win.
Really,
I'd rather have the Dodgers over the Phillies.
Here's my take.
The Dodgers are arguably the best team in baseball. I mean, you can't deny with all the talent they have.
No, I agree.
But
here's my concern.
Go ahead.
I think the Cubs' strong suit is that they can hit the ball great. They have one of the best hitting teams in baseball. What?
We got a touchdown. We got Kyrie Williams. One touchdown.
All right.
That's so good to see. So good to see.
Give me some.
Bang.
Boom.
Bang. Add it in.
Put it in the board. I'm so confused, but we're live reacting. That's perfect.
Absolutely.
At any rate, I think the Cubs' strong suit, and again, this is me viewing this from the lens of a Cubs fan who wants to see them go far.
Yeah.
I think they match up better against Philly only because they put the ball in play very well. We saw that tonight, 14 hits. Philly in the postseason, I don't know if this is 100%, but I know they're at the bottom of the pack. I think they might be the worst team in postseason in terms of defensive run save.
I won't confirm or deny that, but I will say based on what I saw through the regular season this year, we did not play well against Philly.
You're right.
We played much better against LA.
You're right. We did.
That's where my take is going. Well, yeah. I mean,
in America, if the series was played in Japan, I'd take Dodgers all day.
I'm going to talk about this now. I was going to talk about it in March, probably episode like 30, 40, I don't know.
Hopefully.
Maybe 19, depending on the way we're recording right now. But one of the things that I absolutely hate about the MLB at the moment is that it doesn't even have to be a Cubs thing. They start the season a week early for one series that's still in spring training, and then those teams are like, all right, after the series, we're going back to spring training.
Yep,
that is the dumbest
It's so dumb.
It's the dumbest. I mean, I'm not a fan of international games anyway, but
why not play like multiple series overseas in Japan, though, during the regular season?
Exactly.
That makes so much more sense than like being like, hey, American pastime, what we're going to do is start it off a week early in Japan and then go back to spring training.
You got to be careful because you got to tread that line very thin because according to what you said, the MLB is going, we are.
What do you mean?
You said regular season. Those games are counted as regular season games.
Okay.
Let
me rephrase.
Exactly.
Let me rephrase. I want it to be 105 degrees in the month of July here in America, and that's when we're playing in Japan.
Right.
I don't want to see it and then see more preseason.
Right.
That is a great take, and I think most people, 90% of people watching MLB, at least MLB fans, would agree with that take. It's BS. It's a crock of BS. With that said, I still think, I don't know, dude, you might be right though with the Dodgers take. I'm so nervous about the Dodgers because like I feel like the postseason is when they actually will pick it up, and and they look dangerous right now. They got Yamamoto on the mound. He's looking really good. They got, Shohei, who's a stud. I personally think that I don't know, dude. It's a toss up. I just still feel like Phillies, for whatever reason.
Oh yeah.
Are the better matchup, in my opinion.
In terms of how injuries have happened with Philly losing Zach Wheeler,
That's
I don't know if Aaron Nola's back. I agree with you in that sense because I mean you're talking about Yamamoto, you're talking about Sasaki. Blake Snell has been on fire too, and so is Glasnow.
You're right.
So
you're right.
That is a good point.
You're right.
I think I would still lean, but I'm just saying though. I mean,
how about this? How about we get past the Brewers and see who's up next?
But we got to make our bracket. We're making our bracket right now.
You're right.
So
all right. Cubs. Let's agree. Dodgers. How about that? Because
sure.
I think the Dodgers I think the Dodgers will win.
That's a safe bet. So
I don't know if it's a safe bet. I think Philly might be favored in that series. No.
Because of the better record. I mean, better seed. But anyway, yes.
No, I mean, in general, I think Phillies might be favored.
But I can try to pull it up now that I actually have it working.
He finally got
it's going to take a while.
An hour into the podcast. But, okay, let's just agree to disagree here. It's going to be Cubs-Dodgers in the NLCS. Give me the Cubs, dude.
Well, hold on. So we've got the AL or NLCS.
Let's go to AL, you're right.
Now we go to AL. So let's start Tigers, Mariners. No matter what team you and I pick here, it's going to Game 7.
I know.
It's going to Game 7.
I think it's Tigers, dude. I think they're flashing and they look good tonight. They look good this past couple weeks here.
The thing about it though is I think this is the chance for Seattle to break that mold here. They got the better bats at the trade deadline. I mean, I just think in terms of the skid that Detroit had,
right?
I think Seattle can pull it off here, especially as the home team starting. I think.
Here's my take.
I think they could do it.
Here's my take, because I think you're right.
Yeah.
7-game series. Game 7 rolls around. They're obviously coming game 1 with Tarek Skubal. I just like calling him Tariq. But they're obviously coming game 1, Tarek Skubal, right? So he could, in theory, pick back up on the mound game 4.
No, I don't think they will.
Really?
Because he pitched game 1 in the...
Yeah, they're gonna have like 5 days rest.
He might be game 2 or 3. It would be. I mean, in terms of how I view that it should go, it would be the A's game 1.
Well, so game 1 was what? Monday.
No.
What was it, Tuesday?
It was Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay. So it's Tuesday. So he pitched Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday would be game 1 for them, right?
Yeah.
4 days rest. Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah,
I still think 4 days rest is plenty in this day and age. That's why they save their arms till the postseason. Whatever. If he starts game 2, he starts game 2. My argument in all this is that if they go to game 7, who do you think's getting the ball? Whether he starts or not, he is pitching in that game.
Yeah.
I'm right on that.
Yeah,
and I will take Tarek Skubal, even though he throws a 117-mile-an-hour fastball to people's faces, I will take him over any pitcher in the game right now.
I don't know their injury report right now. I know they lost Jackson Jobe for the season, which bums me out, because if they had him, I would not say game 7. Jackson Jobe was on fire to start the year.
Right.
On fire.
You're right.
But that could have changed. But
Tarek, in his defense, though, he's the kind of pitcher that he's shoving 100+ miles an hour until
the 9th inning.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Until his last pitch of the game. What about that game midway through the season where he pitched a complete game, like a Greg Maddux style complete game, only pitched like 98 pitches, but the last pitch of the game was his fastest pitch of the game. It went like 103 miles an hour.
And I feel like that was against...
last pitch.
That was against a AL Central team.
Good. Sure. I hope it was.
I'm pretty sure anyway.
So give me Detroit in that series. I know we can agree to disagree on this. You got Seattle. I got Detroit.
Okay.
From there, we move on to the other side, which we're still deciding Boston and Yankees.
At the moment, Yankees are 1-0 in the 4th.
You see that?
Yes.
You just looked that up? Okay, perfect.
I really don't like the Yankees. I really want the Red Sox
to win.
I hate
the Yankees.
But if our buddy Kyle was here, he opted out today because he wanted to watch the Yankees game. But if he was here...
You invited him?
I gave it a shot.
How dare you?
I gave it a shot. Our platoon 4th.
Dare you? If he turned you down once, how dare you?
You know...
I'm
a sucker.
Go on.
What can I say?
But anyway, don't tell me he's a Yankees fan.
Oh, he's a big Yankees fan.
I knew it.
Yankees fan.
I knew it.
Yeah.
He fits the mold. He does.
He really does.
He does.
He really does.
He fits the mold.
Yeah, man. But Yankees, Blue Jays.
You think it's Yankees?
I just going off of the word that the
They're
score's at right
1-0.
now.
What inning is it?
4th.
A
lot of ball left.
Who's on the mound?
I think it was Garrett Cole today.
Was he?
I think.
No.
I'm loading.
It was Schlitter for.
Yeah.
It was Schlitter. Yeah, it was Schlitter pitching on the mound for the Yankees. If he's still
starting.
Yeah, I know. I figured because it's 4th inning. It's like right around that time.
We mentioned this at the bar, and I'm sure you've probably seen this online already. But it was absolutely crazy. I get it's elimination day. The lines for outs recorded today.
Nuts.
The highest was 11.5 for a pitcher.
I thought it was 9.5.
I think there was one 10.5, and then the rest were 9.5 and under, which is
nuts,
insane,
insane. You're talking 3 inning stints from your starters, but that's modern baseball for you, dude.
That is.
Now, me personally, this is why I'm a big fan of a guy like Tarek Skubal. I'm a big fan of
Now here's a guy.
I'm just saying. I think in the postseason, and maybe this is very like home field, I'm biased with the take here. When the Cubs had Jake Arrieta, having a guy that can shove for 7 innings of shutdown electric baseball, I think is such a weapon to have. You can have a deep pen. You can have the best bullpen in baseball, a.k.a. the Padres today. They did have the best bullpen as far as I'm aware. I think their group ERA was like 2.4 or something, 2.5. But at any rate, you could have the best bullpen in MLB, and I think it makes a big difference having a good bullpen in the MLB come postseason time. However, if you have electric starting pitching that can take you 7 1/3, 6 1/3 even, give it a quality start is all I'm asking for out of these starting pitchers. I think that is such an X factor come postseason time. If you have a guy like that it makes a world of difference.
Yeah.
With that said, we've got bases juiced.
Bottom of the 4th, Yankees. Yeah.
Oh, the Yanks are going to win, aren't they?
It ain't looking good right now for the
So Yankees and Blue Jays. Now, here's a guy. I think Yankees, dude.
Yeah. So Yankees, Blue Jays.
No, I think it's Yankees against Blue Jays.
Really? Oh yeah, no. I was gonna say the same thing. I
think Yankees top the Blue Jays. Is what I'm saying, yeah.
Yankees clearly lost it to the Blue Jays through the regular season. That's just a clear thing to say. But knowing the team and the way they play in the playoffs, judge or no judge, we talked about it. You go back. If you want to bet his unders, bet his unders. I'm just saying.
He's got a noodle arm.
I'm just saying, I think the experience the Yankees have will edge them against the Blue Jays.
I agree. So, I think they got a better rotation. They got better hitters for the most part, I think, than the Blue Jays. I mean, Blue Jays can rely on Bo Bichette and freaking, what's his name, Vladdy Jr. all they want, but it's like, I don't know that. I just don't see them beating
2-0 Yankees. It is now 2-0 Yankees.
Okay. So Yankees, Blue Jays, give me the Yanks, and they're going to face off for
it's
me.
It's now 3-0 Yankees.
Yeah. Wow, this is unraveling quickly, folks.
Yep.
This is live. This is unraveling real quick. Woo. So it's Yankees, Blue Jays. My take, Yankees win. Yankees against Tigers, and my take, Yankees against
Seattle.
Seattle and
the
yours.
Mariners.
Dude, I am very nervous that the Yankees are going to go back to the World Series this year.
No, I agree. There's almost now it sucks because I'm a Cubs fan. If the Cubs were not in the playoffs right now, and I would say we're more confidence, I almost have no doubt in my mind that we're going to get a Dodgers Yankees rematch.
Dude, that's what scares me the most. That's exactly where my mind was. Mm-hmm. If there's a Yankees Dodgers World Series, we boycott.
I'll
watch it, but I'll pretend to boycott.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it, of course.
I'll watch it. Pretend to boycott.
It sells. Listen, it sells. They're the 2 best teams in baseball right now, give or take your opinion. But it's just...
I don't think they're the 2 best teams in baseball right now, but they are the 2 highest paid rosters in baseball.
Yes.
They are manufactured as the best teams in baseball, and
that's it.
For that lens, it could end up being them. But give me Cubs Yankees World Series.
Oh,
Cubs over Yankees.
You have to do it.
Cubs run it back. I watched something. You ever watch those things online where it's like, I'm going to give you the World Series winners, or I'm going to give you the NFL winners. No team has won based on this. No team has won without this. No team has won without this. Every World Series team winner has had this. I watched one of those things, and the Cubs were the last team surviving in that.
Wow.
I'll send it to you if you want to see it. But they went through and said like all of the stuff where I was telling you about like the Phillies fielding woes. They were like, no team has won a World Series having this low of a defensive WAR or something like that. I'm not sure what the exact defensive stat was, but committing that many errors, allowing that many runs on defense, no team has won it. My point all this is that there's a lot of signs that point towards the Cubs. With that said, they need Cade Horton back. They need to have Matt Boyd shoving. They need to have like everything on their P's and Q's. The bats need to come alive, which they kind of have in the last few weeks here.
Yeah.
PCA is dog water.
Really, I gotta say
he was good tonight.
This is where both of them between PCA and Tucker prove that they deserve to get paid.
100%.
I mean, this is where it's proven.
100%. Tucker especially, dude.
Yeah.
He went 2 for 3 or 3 for 4 tonight or something like that. I
think it was 2 for 4.
2 for 4. Yeah, he struck out that one time, didn't he? Or was it?
It may have been a line drive.
You might have been right. Yeah. At any rate, I think that's where they're making their money. You're right. I do think they deserve to be paid, but
4-0 Yankees.
Yankees are winning it all. At any rate, give me the Cubs. I'm a homer. I'm biased. I'll be the first to admit I'm a bias when I take my sports picks, but I love the Cubbies so much. And God, would it kill you to hear that Caleb Williams is a starting quarterback for the NFL?
No, it wouldn't, because really,
Cubs are undefeated in playoff series.
There's no causation with that.
No, that pretty much is.
There's no causation.
No, that pretty much is.
So that
Chicago is pretty much the same thing, same city, so it kind of counts.
Well, okay.
It's Caleb. It's stats.
It's something.
It's stats.
So anyway, and it is. I think it's funny because Aaron Judge is up to bat now. We're talking about taking his unders throughout the playoffs here. He's 0-2 on the night.
Good.
So we'll see if he goes 0-3.
He's got a noodle arm.
Hey, noodle arm or not, we talked about the batting. I don't think you could bet on his fielding.
Fair enough.
That would have been so far. It would have been a good pick.
Should have.
But
that's baseball for you, though.
That's the seams.
That's baseball.
And you brought up something that I'm not opposed to talking about right now. We are about a quarter of the way through the NFL season right now.
I think we're over a quarter, right?
This is week 5.
Yeah, I know. So over a quarter. Over a quarter. There's 17 games. Do the math.
No, thank you. But
week
no, but there's 18 weeks.
End of week 4 technically would be quarter.
No.
Yes.
No, because a quarter of 16 is 25. Right? It's the 25% is 4 is 16.
I know. But a quarter of 5 is 20.
Anyway, before we get into a little math debate here.
What game is this?
This is game 5.
Oh, okay. So we're in week 5 right now, meaning
yes.
We're already through more than a quarter of the football season. First quarter, done. Thank you. I win. Give me some.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway. Just admitted it, folks.
I didn't admit it. I just gave him a high five.
That counts. So, binding, legal.
You wanted to bring up some things. I shouldn't say some things. You might have some stats. I've got some stats. Some shockers for us. And I mean, all of mine are player-oriented. Because I got to be honest with you, the only thing I'm surprised about for records is that Baltimore's 1-3 right now. That's the only thing.
There's two that's 3. There's 2 surprising things as far as team play, team records that I see. 1, to your point, Baltimore. I was going to bring that up. There's no way Baltimore should be a 1-3 team. They are, sad to say, but they're good. I think they're a good team.
Their offense is ridiculous.
Seriously,
their defense just can't stop.
Cannot stop.
They can't stop a beach ball, man.
Counterpoint to that. While we're on the talk about Ravens, would the Ravens be 3-1 if Derrick Henry holds on to the ball?
You know, it's actually funny you said that. I wish I had the numbers in front of me.
They win against Buffalo.
Now hold on, you got to hear me out on this. Dan Orlovsky gave a stat today. I think it was via X or whatever. It was a little selfie record. He brought up a point that the Ravens rank 32nd on running the ball on first or second down in terms of just how many times they've done it.
No, there's no way.
When Derrick Henry runs the ball on first down,
there's no way that's a real stat.
They're second. I wish I knew where he pulled that from.
That sounds so fake.
It sounds fake, but I don't know.
At any rate,
they run the least.
Whatever. I mean, like my question mark is, if Derrick Henry just holds on to the ball, are they 3-1? They lost to the Bills directly because he dropped the ball.
The Bills game, yeah. They're at least 2-2. At least 2-2.
Well, I mean, go on. What's your argument?
The next game was what? The Chiefs. No, that was last week. Hell, who did they play? Cleveland? No. I'd pull it up, but I don't want my computer to die.
I got you. I'll save the day here. There's
Buffalo was week 1. Buffalo was week 1.
Buffalo week 1, greatest week 1 game maybe of all time.
They haven't played Pittsburgh. It wasn't a divisional game.
No, it was. I'll tell you really quickly here. Why am I blanking on it?
That's what I'm saying.
This is frustrating. It wasn't. Lions.
Yeah, that's right. The Lions.
And
that's right.
And he bobbled it in the fourth quarter.
That's true.
They could have won that game too.
That's true.
Again, the only game that I don't think was decided by Derrick Henry's slippage was the Chiefs game because they beat him by 2 scores. But I do think they had a chance against Detroit until he fumbled it. Derrick Henry lost it to Hutchinson. Great punch out though. Great punch out by him.
Yep.
My point is that that is such a shocking phenomenon that they are 1-3 instead of at least 2-2. But in all likelihood should be 3-1. The other shocking one for me, Jags 3-1 on the season. opposite ends of the spectrum. For them to be a 3-1 team is kind of nuts to me.
It is interesting, and I think you kind of look at their
they look
schedule.
good.
Yes. Which, by the way, this is going to be in the pick'em at the end of it. I am very high on the Jags.
I am too. I mean,
I am very high. The Chiefs are coming in 3.5.
I totally agree.
I've got the Jags at -3.
I totally agree. I like it. My only argument, which is not even a stat-based one, it is quite literally just, I think the Chiefs are the hungry dogs, and I think Jacksonville is like, we're good.
But they're not technically the dog, though, in terms of the betting line.
I mean, but like hungry dog in terms of like
saying,
people are doubting the Chiefs this year already, as they should, rightfully so. But like, still, 3-1 against 2-2 Chiefs. It's kind of nuts to me. But yeah, I like the Jags. We can talk about that at the end. But
we will.
Those were the two shockers for me as far as total team record to start the season.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that it comes to the AFC of all things. But I mean,
what were your player ones?
Let me pull that up. So I'm just going to start in terms of, I've got QBs, running backs, and wide receivers here.
Okay.
I could have went into defense, but didn't have a whole lot of time
Fair
afterwards.
enough.
So the big one, record-wise, it's not a surprise to me. I called it earlier, probably about episode 5. Daniel Jones is a top 10 quarterback right now.
He's a top 5 quarterback.
I put top 10 to make it a lock. I put it top 10 to make it a lock. All right.
Well, it depends on when we release this episode. If it's 3 weeks down the line, it could be top 10.
I'm hoping
it could be
as soon as
bottom
possible.
5.
So he currently ranks 3rd in passing yards. I didn't write down the number.
Yep.
I figured that was an easy stat to go look up.
Fair enough.
He ranks 8th in QBR rating of all starting quarterbacks right now with 103.3. And he's got a stat here that I thought was kind of interesting. He ranks second in pass success rate.
Define that stat. What do you mean by that? Passing
success rate is a successful pass that gains at least 40% of yards required on first downs, 60% on second downs, and 100% on third or fourth down. The denominator for this is pass attempts plus times sacked.
Who let an MLB statistician take notes for NFL?
I'm just saying.
We're getting way too into the advanced stats now, dude. Like, I get where you're going with this. I get how you can boil that. That's kind of a nuts stat, though. That is nuts.
You want to know something that's a little bit more nuts?
What?
So this isn't something that is a shocker to me. I shouldn't say the stat is a shock. Do you want to know who ranks 3rd?
In 6. Wow. Okay. I bet I can guess it.
Go ahead. This blew my mind.
Let me ask you the question. Does this count for like picks and like all of that? Like if you throw a pick, is that weighed into this metric or no?
I'm sure I could pull up actually how it's calculated, but no, I'm pretty sure it's pass attempts per sack.
Dude, if
whatever
you say Geno Smith, I'm going to lose my shit. Okay,
it's not.
Thank God.
No.
Thank God. Let me just think, because you're saying it's shocking.
It's very shocking.
Now here's the next qualifier. Do we count like a Carson Wentz who's played one game?
Yes, we do.
So it's Carson Wentz.
It's not Carson Wentz.
Okay.
It is not Carson Wentz. So, he's ranked 3rd. He has a starting QB record of 0-3.
Oh, it's Spencer Rattler.
It is Justin Fields.
Oh my goodness.
It is Justin Fields at 53.8%.
I kind of believe that though, dude.
And it's amazing because he has a QBR of 41.6 on the season.
But hear me out, dude. Here's my thoughts on that stat. They're running the ball like crazy, or at least they should be to win the
almost
games.
Every play.
So like
every play.
If you're defining successful pass and it's like 3rd and short, and they're getting the first down on it,
yeah,
and he's only doing it once or twice a game, and that's it. Like that makes sense, dude. That's wild, though. That is a wild.
It is
stat.
insane. It is
insane.
Wild.
That's nuts, dude. How about this for?
Oh, here we go.
Look at every statistical measure right now. Maybe outside of QBR. Justin Fields is having a better season than Jalen Hurts. Just as a QB, not in terms of win-loss records. Passing yards, he's got him beat. Touchdown passes, he's got him beat. Rushing touchdowns, he's got him beat.
Yes.
I'm just saying, if you throw out the QBR right now, passer rating, which I know he's bad at, if he switched to running back, he'd be one of the most electric running backs of all time.
He basically is running back. He's got 3 rushing touchdowns on the season so far.
But dude, I'm telling you, it's kind of nuts to me that, like, don't get me wrong. They don't need Jalen Hurts to be a baller to win games. But it's kind of nuts to me that Jalen Hurts has not played very well. He has not looked great. He's played good when he needs to.
He's got the job done.
That's all that matters, though. That's all that matters.
That's the biggest factor there.
Yeah. That's nuts, dude. How about this, which you'll never agree to?
I knew this was coming. Go on.
C.J. Stroud is bad.
Now, okay.
That was not where you thought I was going with
wasn't.
that.
That wasn't.
I know it's not.
But I
wasn't where I was going either, but I had to prove you wrong.
You kind of get by saying that. So, listen, we could talk about that being a shock. There were signs of that last year. This was the year to say, are you going to bounce back or are you going to stay in that slump?
This is the year to knock little bro Caleb Williams. Since he did that, look at the stats. Look at the stats.
I will say, to your point, so they've played some good teams so far in their 4 games here.
What?
In terms of record.
Okay. I got to backtrack on this one. I don't think they have.
Two off the dome are the Rams and Jaguars.
Okay, fine, whatever. I get you. Jags are good, I guess, but still.
You said it yourself.
I know.
I agree.
I know. Okay, yeah, you're right. They played the Bucs, the Rams, and the Jags. Fair enough. Mm-hmm. Fair enough, dude. Okay, whatever. But still, I think he is not as good as everyone made him out to be when he was a rookie, and who is better than everybody made him out to be is Caleb Williams. Now, that is where he thought I was going with it. My point is that by all statistical measures, which you guys just happen to conveniently ignore, he is a great quarterback, dude. This year alone, even with his performance last week, which, again, wasn't great, but led a game-winning drive. He probably leads the NFL in game-winning drives.
He does not.
Let me finish. He probably leads the NFL in game-winning drives that don't end up winning the game. From last year to this year.
That's not even... You can't... Oh, hold on. My brain has to process what you just said there because that... No.
Think about what I'm saying.
And what
he
you
has
said was
won
dumb.
so many... Okay, no.
At the moment, I envy the people who have not met you for what you just said. Like,
No, because here's my point. So last year... How many games did they blow through their defense or poor play calling by their head coach? I would argue half a dozen. He led successful touchdown drives in a lot of those games that the coach just ended up essentially punting
We're not
on.
talking about a year and a half stats. We're talking about quarter stats through the year right now, though. So,
well, if we're talking this year, then yeah, you're right. But my point is,
this was your segment.
Yeah, no, it's the segment. It's our segment. Okay. Nate's not here to argue with me at all, so I can just argue with you here. My point is that Caleb Williams, in his rookie class, is the best quarterback. Yes.
Wrong.
Right. Yeah. No.
Wrong.
No.
It's wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong for saying it's wrong.
No, it's not. Listen, I can name 2 right now.
Who?
Jaden Daniels.
Nope,
and Bo
not
Nix.
this year. First quarter, not this year. You're wrong.
He got hurt. He's been out 2 games.
Hey, guess what? Hey, guess what? We're talking first quarter stats. We're talking only this year's first quarters. See how quickly he's denying the facts that he just came up with?
No.
Parameters change when you're on the argument.
Let me finish. The 6th ranked quarterback in passing yards, Drake May.
Okay.
Go down. I'm going down. I'm yelling timber. Next is Caleb at 11.
Okay.
Then Penix at 12.
Passer yards, go on. QBR.
Let me go to QBR. Okay, scrolling. I'm just going one by one here.
You can just go to the
16, Drake May.
Okay.
17, Caleb Williams.
Okay, so we're not going to knock on that passer rating. Drake May's the only one with an argument, is my point this year. But I still think it's Caleb.
Number 5, Drake May. Let me...
Don't look up passer rating then.
No.
Don't look at pass rating.
No.
Touchdown to interception ratio. Boom, right there. I got him. Boom. I got him.
Then it drops down to 14 for QBR at Caleb Williams. Okay.
Passing touchdowns.
I was trying to see if I could find like
passing
the ratio.
Passing touchdowns.
Passing touchdowns.
Caleb
has 8.
Yep.
Drake has 7.
Yep, not even close. Interceptions, go.
Okay, let me
interceptions, go. Hit me with it. Hit me with it.
I'm just going to stick with the argument. They both have 2. They
Not
both
even
have
close.
2.
Not even close, Caleb.
Listen,
All right. So my argument is Caleb, maybe Drake May a little bit, are the best quarterbacks in their class, period. End of discussion this year. Can't argue with it. You can't argue with it.
You can, dude.
No, you cannot.
Yes,
you cannot. Where is Jaden Daniels on that list?
In terms of the passer success rate that I just brought up, Drake May ranks 7th. Michael Penix is 12th.
He's pulling up fake stats now.
It's not a fake stat. It's
fake
on
stats.
here. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now.
Stats.
And then Jaden Daniels is 19th.
Yeah, it's fake stats.
And then Bo Nix is 25th.
This has got to be fake stats.
And I got to scroll here. Caleb Williams is 27th.
Okay, so this is how I know this stat means nothing. Who's number 3 on the list?
You said it wasn't that surprising.
Who's
you said it
number
wasn't
3
that
on this
surprising.
list?
Run it back. You
Who's
said it
number
wasn't
3?
that surprising.
Doesn't make a difference, Mike.
I think it makes a difference now that you're trying to say it's irrelevant.
No. I'm not saying it's irrelevant. It is irrelevant. My argument is that it's not surprising, but I don't think that's the determinant of a good quarterback, is my point. Who's number 3 on the list, Brandon?
Justin. You listen.
Oh,
hey, I'm
a
not
former
saying,
Bears quarterback. He would never admit it.
I never said Justin Fields was a bad quarterback. I
think the whole world did. I think the jury's pretty much out on him being a bad quarterback.
There's clearly worse out there. Clearly worse out there.
Geno Smith's pretty bad.
Listen,
Spencer Rattler's pretty bad.
Jake Browning's pretty bad. I mean,
but he's not a starter, so I can't count him in that.
But I guess okay.
He shouldn't be out there. Period. But Joe Burrow can't stay healthy. His offensive line can't really block either. But that's neither here nor there. My point remains. It's a resounding point. If there was a redraft, the Bears are still taking Caleb number 1 overall. Period. End of discussion. Anybody that wants to argue with that just doesn't know ball. If you're mad at what I'm saying right now,
because
I'm talking directly to the viewers right now. Hold on. If you're mad at what I'm saying right now, or if you think I am wrong, you're a hater and you don't know ball. Go ahead, comment. I dare you. You don't know ball.
Tell him, girl. Tell him.
Hey, I don't make it. I just say it. You don't know ball, and it's clear you don't know ball, and you're just a hater and a loser, and that's it.
Wow.
If you think that Caleb Williams is worse than Jaden Daniels or Bo Nix or Michael Penix or any of the other quarterbacks drafted in his class, you watch volleyball, not football. Okay? Thank you.
I don't see what's wrong with volleyball.
Hater, loser,
I like playing volleyball.
Move on. Caleb's great. You guys are all losers. And if anybody talks about his nails being painted, I will dox you. I will tell everybody where you live, who your family is. I will put your credit card number online. I'll find it.
His family, dead. I want his house burned to the ground.
Boined.
Anyway, so there's only one other quarterback I want to talk about real quick, which you could argue it's a shock. The numbers to me are shocking. Do you know who's the lowest? I'm sorry.
What?
Everything. No, I'm just kidding. The lowest pass success rate.
Kyler Murray's the shortest. To the ground, he could be the lowest, definitionally.
Cam Ward has the lowest pass success rate in the NFL at 33.8%.
You got to drop this pass success rate question. You got to stop that, dude.
The reason I'm saying is he's been sacked 17 times in 4 games.
Yes.
Crazy. I mean, I guess for a Bears fan, it's not.
Not that crazy.
Yeah, that's
pretty fair numbers, actually, through 4 games. Seen it before.
It's good. Actually,
listen, it could be worse.
Anyway, all right.
No, that's not shocking at all.
So now,
in his words, not mine. In Cam Ward's words, not mine. That's a tongue twister. Cam Ward's words. Keep it a buck, we're ass. To keep it a buck, we are ass.
So that's QBs. I'll bump myself down.
How about this? I want to do one more. Go ahead. Put it in Shador Sanders' words. How about that? That was awesome.
Listen, if there was anything to show the why people skipped on him for his maturity, I'm sorry, buddy. You just spelled it out for him.
But remember, he's not an entertainer. He's not an entertainer.
He's clearly entertaining.
Clearly, that wasn't about Shador. That wasn't
about Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, no, Dylan Gabriel to the media never meant anything bad about Shador. He's just a.
Wide
We should do a
receivers.
segment. We should do a segment, a Shedeur Sanders segment once a week, and it's just us doing. And that was our Shedeur Sanders
That's it.
segment.
Bang. Wrapping it up. Moving on to wide receivers for me. For me, it's a surprise.
If Rome's not on the surprise list, I don't want to hear it.
Now, he's not. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why.
Hater and loser, that's why.
Was he not drafted in the top 10?
So?
For me, he had the expectation to be progressing to the way he is.
Brian Thomas Jr.?
Listen, I don't know what the hell's happening in Jacksonville right now.
That was actually kind of shocking.
It's
actually not.
Him and Travis Hunter.
The shocking part is that they're 3-1, but the shocking part is not that their wide receivers suck, because Shane Waldron is calling their plays. And that, if you follow where Shane Waldron goes, if you just follow the breadcrumbs there, you will find a underperforming wide receiver.
If you follow the breadcrumbs, you're going to find a loaf of bread.
You're going
to find a loaf of bread.
That loaf of bread's name? Shane Waldron. He's bad.
Got to be sourdough.
He's bad. No, that's too good for him. He's pumpernickel.
I like pumpernickel.
I guess so. Never mind. Whatever. He's that weird bread that has like the cranberries and shit in it.
Oh.
Exactly. That's Shane Waldron.
Yeah.
He's doing too much.
So the big one right now that everyone has been bringing up and they're talking about is frustration. A.J. Brown. Dude.
He's talking about his frustration.
Yeah, he's got 28 targets on the year.
It's nuts.
That, and listen, to be fair, he's got a 50% catch rate. He's only caught 14 of those balls.
But my earlier point, I don't know that all those balls were catchable.
Now, so this is kind of where the PSR stat I gave, the passing success rate, kind of sounds a little bit silly. There's a receiving success rate. And A.J. Brown has a 35.7 success rate. Oof. And now it's the same numbers. It's a successful reception gains at least 40% of first down, 60% of second down, and 100 on third or fourth. The denominator is his targets. So that's out of his targets, out of 28, he's only successful 35% of the time.
Yeah,
which
that is kind of nuts.
That's for a wide receiver one. That's horrible. That I will not take that away from his talent. I think it's just that Philly is at least coming out running the ball.
Is there an argument that Philly doesn't even have a wide receiver one with how much they run the ball?
You can say that.
I mean, I know every team has to have a defined wide receiver one.
Listen,
I get that, but like
you could talk about their talent levels.
Smith
He's a clear wide receiver too.
Yeah,
clear wide receiver.
100%. Devontae Smith though, is he a wide receiver one?
No.
I agree. That's my point. Is like I don't think
that's
they have
what
a clear wide receiver one.
It was what I was just saying.
Well, we can agree, but I can still say it's my point.
Anyway, yeah, no,
I did say it.
I know. I think A.J. Brown is wide receiver one. I mean, I think in the games that he's shown,
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
My favorite part is like he does have the diva mentality of a wide receiver one. Like what he posted after last week. Did you see his comments today on it too? Because they asked him.
Go ahead. What did he say?
His comments were along the lines of like, "Yeah, I'm a little bit moody, but this is my home." I mean, like, what are you gonna say? I mean, at least he owns up to it. But like, yeah, that is clear wide receiver one activity. My take on it, he's very unsuccessful, but I think the Brian Thomas Jr. thing is probably the most shocking to me, at least.
The reason I don't have it as shocking for me is because of how Travis Hunter. No, it's because of how also you've got a guy who's arguably just as talented, if not a Heisman winner. Obviously, that's the clear cut there. Travis Hunter should be getting more.
False.
Really?
Yeah, false. Argument is that he's been shifted over to more defensive snaps than offensive snaps.
I won't disagree with you.
Here was why I thought he was poison in fantasy, which we won't spend much time on fantasy because nobody cares about your fantasy team. But the reason why I thought he was poison in that is because in the NFL, you are going up against the best of the best of the best. If you are not in 100% ready to go, you are not lining up against the best and doing anything. So my point is that, yes, can he play both sides of the ball effectively? Correct, 100%. But can he do it at a top-level NFL level? I don't think the answer is yes on that, because I think even if he has 95% in the tank, even if it's 95%, if you take off 5% because he's playing both sides of the ball, you still have a cornerback that's giving 100% because he's not playing offense. I have always stood by that, and it takes one coach on that Jags team to say, actually, he's better utilized here as a corner than he is in wide receiver, and there goes your snap count. So I think that, to me, it's I never thought Travis Hunter was going to be like this prolific wide receiver. I thought he was going to be that prolific, like, I'm playing both sides of the ball. And if anything, a better cornerback than he would be a wide receiver. But that was why I didn't think that was so shocking. Brian Thomas Jr., though, last year lit it up. Brian Thomas Jr. should be on a 3-1 team with Trevor Lawrence coming out this year. I do think he should be performing a lot better than he is.
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. I do agree with that.
Did you have, and I don't mean to move on from them.
No, go ahead.
Did you have another wide receiver on your list?
I have 2 more.
Okay. I think I know who you're going to say with one of them, but go on. I want to hear you next.
Mine, at least with where I was going on the season, and not that I talked him up, but someone who I would have easily eyed in any fantasy draft in the middle of the rounds, Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp has been not non-existent, but not living up to where we...
I never thought he was going to be good, though, on Seattle.
I don't want to say good, and I'm by no means am I saying wide receiver 1. The age is there. That's obviously
why... But shocked. You're shocked that he's bad?
I'm shocked at the numbers right now. I mean, obviously JSN's getting all the
that's
the
what
targets,
I was going to say.
But that's my point here.
He's injury prone too, which is going to slow you down as you get older.
In all of the NFL, Cooper Kupp ranks 40th in target share with 20.8%. He has 0 end zone targets on the season so far.
I believe it.
Listen, I just mean for what he was with LA.
But you're considering LA for 4 years and not last year. Last year and the year prior, Puka Nacua ran that team.
I'm not disagreeing with that. No, I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
I thought the signs were on the wall. That's why I don't think it's as shocking as, like, an A.J. Brown would be.
That's why A.J. Brown, I have him higher on, at least
fair enough,
higher on my list of what was more shocking.
Who was your last?
Ladd McConkey.
So you're missing a big one.
Not necessarily missing, but like those are just I just put a few names down thinking, but who do you got?
Quentin Johnston.
Now, here's why
and that's
I didn't
on the
have him
opposite
down.
end of Ladd McConkey, though.
The reason I did not have Quentin Johnston as one of my shockers was the signs were there last year for him. There were a few games that he had the flashes. And even then, I looked at his numbers this year. They're not entirely huge. He's just leading.
Okay, but here's the flaw in your argument. You didn't see any of the signs for Cooper Kupp regressing last year? How is he shocking on your list, but Quentin Johnston isn't?
In terms of where I thought both of those guys would be, now, obviously, I didn't spend much time thinking about Quinston. But
fair enough.
In terms of Cooper Kupp, I thought, okay, new team, Sam Darnold, no matter what.
That's ultimately what it was, wasn't it?
No, I'm just saying, he's going to be throwing the ball. I would have at least assumed, given how JSN did last year, knowing that he's going to be now the wide receiver 1 moving forward, he's going to draw more coverage, and especially even with Cooper regressing.
Fair enough.
That's where I would have thought. Now you've got three at least main wide receivers in the Chargers. You've got your boy Ladd McConkey. You've got Quinston and Keenan Allen, who's also having a great
year. Resurgence.
That's not necessarily a shock to me.
No, because he went to the Bears and then he left the Bears. That's really all that takes.
Well, I'm just saying. He's on a familiar team. It checks
Mac
out.
Jones is hurt. He's limping.
Again, Ladd McConkey, 18.8% target share. Yeah. I get there's a lot of people to dish the ball.
He's got
around
a lot of drops, though, dude. Ladd's got a lot of drops. That's the problem,
man.
He had like 7 targets with 1 catch last week or something like that. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah, he's also another guy who's got 0 end zone targets. So
I believe it.
I don't know if you have any other receivers really you want to.
My only other one was Rome Odunze being a stud this year. I know that's a little biased on my take, but he's second in the NFL in touchdowns.
The thing
11th in yards.
The thing that I will say, and you kind of hit on it, was like I said, I wasn't as shocked as where his progression should have been.
I agree.
The thing that I could say I was shocked is that he stole the wide receiver 1 role this early in the season. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say.
And I watched every game very intently, every snap. It is very obvious who wide receiver 1 is on that team. Caleb is throwing the ball up to number 15, not number 2. Number 2 is like design plays where you're open, I'm getting you the ball, yada, yada, yada.
And that could be Ben Johnson's offense.
But to me, that's more of a sign of a young quarterback and a wide receiver that have a good charisma together, a good connection where it's like, I'm going to throw it up and I know this guy's out there to catch it. That's true. That's how I see some of those plays. But again, biased on it. That one I thought was shocking. I think the least shocking is Amon-Ra St. Brown being still Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
Doing everything imaginable. Great. Awesome.
And I didn't write down anything about the Browns because really, this was something I probably should have talked about well earlier.
That was a wild segment or wild segue you just had.
I'm just saying, like,
Amon-Ra St. Brown into. I didn't write anything
Jamar
down
Chase.
about the Browns.
Jamar Chase or not the Browns, the Bengals. The Bengals.
Like,
Jesus. If that's what I said, I meant the Bengals. Well, Jerry Jeudy, I mean, he's a guy.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
So no, I'm talking Bengals, and I mean, you could have Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase. You could have obviously Joe Burrow, and you could have had prime Tom Brady in that lineup with that O-line.
Good luck.
Good
luck. Did you see on Monday night? It was like, I think, a Hail Mary play or whatever. The Broncos only sent 3 defensive linemen.
Yeah.
Against a 5 or 6 man pass rush.
Yeah.
And both edge rushers got home. Both. There should be no scenario where 2 guys out of the 3 that were sent on the defensive line get home on a Hail Mary pass. And it wasn't even like he held the ball long. It was immediate. That's such a bad line.
It's just, it breaks my heart because
it does.
I want to say Jake Browning, but listen, Zach Taylor, you owe me some money. You owe me dollars because I sat there and said, you know what, it's Jamar Chase. 2 weeks ago, 100 yards, no problem, easy. You gave up at 50. You gave up at 50. Last week, you gave up at 40. I don't care. You could talk about T. Higgins, Jamar Chase being the best wide receiver duo in the league. According to your O-line, it means fucking squat. So, yeah, the Bengals on any of my bet slips, banned.
Which
banned for the rest of the year.
I'm not opposed to that. Brings up one of the arguments that I have, and I think it's almost intently clear after last year as well as this year. Joe Burrow is the most valuable player in the NFL, and it's not even close.
The fact that
with him in, the Bengals are a playoff caliber, and I would argue a Super Bowl, possible potential Super Bowl team.
The only thing that I will
without him, they're the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah, and the reason I will dox Joe Burrow for a little bit of this issue is the Bengals had to pay 3 people, and that's essentially where all their money went. If Joe, Jamar, and T. Higgins decide to not grab the bag, they can pay an O-line.
You're right.
But again,
what is Joe Burrow's salary length though?
10 years, I'm pretty sure.
So here's the counter. Here's the counter. It's going to turn into a Pat Mahomes thing. Where Pat Mahomes, I don't think so, dude. The way the salary cap is going, the way money is working. In 5 years.
Yes.
In 5 years, he's going to be probably the 10th highest paid instead of the highest paid.
I completely agree with you. You would hope at some point Joe maybe takes a pay cut here or there to kind of help. But
they're going to restructure.
The problem with unless they draft, who's going to want to sign with the Bengals? I mean,
I would argue a lot of players, and I think it's as simple as saying we have Joe Burrow.
Sure.
The quarterback, I'm telling you, dude, and I've seen it from the opposite end. Nobody wants to play for the Bears because nobody is at the helm. Nobody. Everybody wants to play for the Commanders now that they got Jaden Daniels out there. Everybody wants to play for the Chiefs because they have Pat. The quarterback position is such a vital piece that I think you can overpay him. I mean, here's the thing. We know nothing. Nobody knows anything about anything whatsoever when it comes to you could look at every stat under the sun. That's the beauty of the NFL there's such parity to it that you just can't. There's never the Patriots, screw Nate, screw the Patriots. That's the last dynasty we will see because since 2018, you can look this stat up. Since 2018, the QB market has ballooned out of control.
Yeah.
To where now, instead of, I think it was 10% of the total salary hit was on QBs on average in 2018. Oh no, Mac Jones is down. That looks
bad.
He's holding his knee. And he's holding his knee, and he's down. Derrick Rose is out.
Don't say that.
Sorry, whatever. But yeah, Mac Jones is down.
Anyway,
that's bad. But where I was going with that is since 2018, you can look up the stat. Salary cap has been it was 10% as far as QB salary hit on the total team cap. Since 2018, 19, 20, so on and so forth, it has been doing this. And now it's you're seeing 25, 30% of a salary cap going to a quarterback. I don't know how you build a team around that, and I think that's why we have seen the last dynasty we will see. What happened? How did he get hurt? Rupture his calf or something like that? God. That's not good. He's in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of pain.
Subway.
Yep. All right.
Anyway, Yeah, no, I mean, and I guess just for the sake of time, we'll move on real quick. I had 2 running backs listed that are one being a positive shock, one being like a what the hell's happening. Number 1, Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
I mean,
positive, great,
huge,
great start.
And I mean, he's leading the league in yards per carry, 6.1.
Yeah.
It's a contract year, and everyone was high on Tanks Bigsby coming into the year.
Yeah.
Not even on the team anymore. So
I know.
You're
right. That one was like steal the draft. It is shocking in a good way. I'll give you that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one was shocking.
Mm-hmm. Now flip it around, and this is something that people are talking about, but not in the way that I think they should be talking about. Everyone wants to say the Chiefs need a running back. Why is Isaiah Pacheco not getting more attempts? What is happening there?
Yeah.
I mean, he's clearly healthy. We saw it in the preseason. He was doing, at least the Bears game that we were watching. He got the touches. He looked good.
Yeah.
He's averaging around 8 rush attempts per game right now.
That's kind of nuts.
Now, I get you go Isaiah, Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
You can split the backfield, sure, but the fact that it's that split, and I just don't see it. Isaiah's averaging 4 yards a carry on the season. In 2023, Pacheco had about 4.6 yards per carry, averaged 14.6 rushing attempts per game.
Is it something? And I've been seeing this a little bit more. And again, it might just be that I'm like insulated watching a Ben Johnson offense. I have a feeling that like the NFL is shifting away from the run so much.
It's not.
You mentioned it earlier with the Ravens on first down not running the ball.
I think, and this is something that we saw when every starting running back entered free agency 2 years ago. I don't think we're seeing the league shift away from running. I think we're shifting away from the starting running back. Like,
wouldn't that be to like expand on that? Wouldn't that be moving away from running?
Not necessarily.
What do you mean by that?
Because no matter what, you're still going to have a run game. It's still going to be important.
I don't know, dude. I think if you look at the total number of runs by a running back, I'm not talking design QB runs here because that's a little different. If you look at the total number of running attempts by RBs over year, I would bet any amount of money that it's gone down year over year since like 2021, 2 maybe 21, 22 maybe. I just have
the pass game is absolutely evolved. I'm not going to argue that.
It is. And it's not even just it's not even long passes or anything. It's literally like short passes. Like I feel like coaches are now starting to think like I can get my running back the ball in space with a quick little flick screen pass on the outside or something like that. I think if you look at total running back attempts over the years, I think it would go down. This is just my hunch. I have no like validation on this other than look it up.
At least what I can say on the year so far, there's 32 teams. I mean, that's the clear fact there. There's 5, I should say maybe 7 running backs in the top 10 here that go, okay, that's a no-brainer. They're the RB1. And it go the highest. Well, actually, who's leading the NFL right now is Josh Jacobs with 20 attempts per game. Then it goes Barkley at 19.3, tied for Taylor 19.3, James Cook 18.8, Bucky Irving 17.8, CMC 17.3, Genty 17, Pollard 17, Williams 17, so on and so forth. But I'm just saying, after that, you kind of get into that list here. I mean, Bijan Robinson's getting 16.
He should be getting more.
But there's been those games where they've kind of had to bail out the running backs.
I know, but like that's again. I just think the game's evolving and passing is so much more important. And I feel like coaches are making a shift away from running the ball as much. That's just my hunch. We can validate that offline. It doesn't have to be here. I'm just like that's my hunch. There's no way to prove it. Not prove it right now unless you found out a way to like look up total rushing attempts. Whatever. That's my hunch, and that's why I think like the running back thing is not. It's not as shocking when I see like running backs that aren't performing as well. It's more shocking when I see like an Ashton Genty 3 touchdown 150-yard game or whatever. But even that, not that shocking because it's going against the Bears. Whatever. That's running backs. Did you have any other shockers?
That was it. In terms of what I had down for players.
Yeah.
So
my only other surprise, which I don't think was a surprise for anybody, was. You got Jackson Dart taking over and Cam Scadaboo, the 2, I think, best rookies of the year, at least most watchable.
Watchable, yes. Watchable, yes.
It's fun. It's fun ball. It's fun ball watching those guys.
It's fun ball, but you have to wonder how long it'll last. The way Scadaboo runs the ball,
I think Scadaboo's got it.
Listen, but the way he runs.
What do you?
No. Listen, he's a hell of a football player.
Yeah.
Just watching it is fun. It's electric. But the way that he just tries to run through you and run through you, at some point that's going to wear you down. And
I don't know. I think that's how you got to play in the NFL.
I agree, but I'm just saying. I hope for the longevity. Yeah. I absolutely hope for it. But I feel like time and time again we've seen a player come in and do something like that, and then all of a sudden they're hurt, and
you're
then
right.
They disappear.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's just.
I think it's more about like the number. I think the number's more important than like how you run.
Sure.
For instance, Christian McCaffrey getting a ton of snap looks. He's been historically injured this year. Knock on wood. Hope he stays healthy. I really do. But I think it's a symptom of him taking like 50% of the snaps.
Okay.
Not necessarily how he runs. Or
I also think Christian McCaffrey was
elusive.
I think he was a freak of nature before he came into the NFL, though.
Yeah, but then my point is like explain why he is more injured than a Derrick Henry who is running through. He's not. Derrick Henry's not juking people out. He's a bigger body. He's going to run through people. Mm-hmm. My point is that I think it's more about your snap share than anything.
Yeah, maybe.
But we'll see. I mean, a lot of season left. Malik Neighbors, R.I.P. That one hurt. Yeah. That one was sad to see go down. But every team has them. Every team sees them. It's frustrating. It's sad. It is what it is.
Every rose has its thorn, huh?
It really does. It really does. I was also not shocked, but I guess I am kind of shocked. Justin Jefferson's not having a good year.
I wouldn't say he's having a bad year.
He's got nobody throwing the ball.
Well,
he's got nobody throwing the ball.
Sure.
He's not having a good year. For his standard.
Standard, sure, but he's still, I think, top 10 wide receivers in the NFL right now.
By what metric?
A few of them.
Show me.
I'm trying. Give it a second.
Now the computer's
hold on. NFL, ESPN's playing videos in the background.
Now it's conveniently not working. Nice.
Well,
yeah, that works.
Well, I got to pull it up for our next thing anyway, but
we can go on to it. We've been recording for about an hour now anyways. Yeah. I know you wanted to cut it short here. We won't talk college football even though there was the best college football weekend.
It was a great
of
week.
all time.
It was
maybe
very
of all time.
Fun week. Very fun week.
There was like football. 5 games that went to OT or double OT, and they were all ranked match. It was such a good weekend, dude. So and you just wanted to move on to it. Whatever. We don't have to watch. We don't have to look into it. We'll move on. We'll never talk about Lane Kiffin and how he beat up on his future son-in-law. That's no big deal.
And he puked on the field.
I know, made him puke. They ran a hurry-up offense to make him puke.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah.
But we won't talk about that.
Let's just get into the week 5
pick 'em. About Penn State blowing it. Can't win the big one. That's fine. We are.
Week 5 pick 'em. We can't pick Thursday night because it's already on.
I'm going to go ahead and take the 49ers. Actually, maybe not because I don't know who's this team is still not over.
I feel like we can't. The game,
You're right.
It's already leaning in favor. We can't.
No, I honestly I don't know that it is because they're on to their third string quarterback now, and they're not getting. Dude, I think this game is far from over.
It's very far from over.
But we won't pick it.
There he goes, Kyron. There he goes. Come on, get in the end zone. Do it again. Do it again. We're waiting on the pick 'em. We just got to do it again.
Game 1. Do it real quick. We got like 35 seconds.
We're going to London. Vikings at Browns. I guess Vikings versus.
I'm going to give this one to the Browns. I think is JJ back?
No.
Okay.
It's Carson Wentz.
I'm going to give it to the Browns.
I'm going Minnesota.
I know you are.
I'm going Minnesota. I got to do it.
I'm sorry. Tell me I'm wrong here. Minnesota has looked really bad since JJ's gone down.
No, hold on. Even before JJ's gone down, it's not that we've looked bad. Our offensive line that has been so touted and talked about might never play a game together.
Puka? Was that Puka? No, it wasn't.
That was number 12.
Was it? I can't even see. There's too many bodies in there. It was Puka. I thought it was Puka. Okay.
Our old line has just looked very bad, and I'm really hoping it could pull through.
Darrisaw, right? He's in or is he out?
He's now in. However, we lost Brian O'Neill to a kind of a. I'm not going to call it a dirty play because it is what it is. It's very unfortunate, but I think he's out for the season. So that's.
Cleveland's been playing competitive ball.
Yes,
and I'm not going to say that like they're a good team, but they have a really good defense. And I have a feeling that, like, your offense, no offense, it lacks, like you said, offensive line. That's one of the strengths of Cleveland. They also, Cleveland, have picked up, changed their starting quarterback, and I think Dylan Gabriel does give them a little shot in the arm.
I don't know about a shot, but I will at least, in the argument that I'll make for this game, and we can move on, is that Cleveland has an elite run defense. As long as we can move the ball through the air, I think we'll be okay.
But you guys got Carson Wentz, though.
I don't think that matters. I don't think it matters. I
would say 95% of America would say it matters.
Listen,
that's a big. Okay, let's move on. I got Cleveland. You got Minnesota.
I got Minnesota. Next game is Raiders at Colts, and I'm going Danny Dimes all day. Going Danny Dimes.
Yeah. They're 3-1 now, right?
3-1.
Yeah, they make a bounce back from last week. They win.
And then the next game, Giants at Saints, and the Saints are the favorite.
I do know that. Now, I can respect that Vegas has them as favorites. I understand why. I get that. A lot of injuries on a lot of important injuries on Giants, I should say. With that said, I think your problem is a lot, but none the least being Spencer Rattler. He's going to get pressured a ton in this game.
Oh yeah.
Give me the Giants.
I'm also taking the Giants. I don't think the Saints should be favored at all.
And I think Jackson Dart again gives him a shot in the arm. Like, you know, you get that rookie in there. There's like a positive benefit to like changing up your quarterback.
I'm just saying they just beat the Chargers. I mean, you could argue what you want about that. I mean, they're gonna ride the momentum in.
Yep.
Give me the Giants. Next game, Cowboys at Jets.
It's got to be the Cowboys, right? No. It's going to be the Jets this one.
It can't be a tie, right?
That would be nuts. It's going to be the Jets, though. It's going to be the Jets. Here's my take on it. I think Dallas is not a good team. In fact, they're the worst defense and the best offense. With that said, the Jets have a bad defense and an okay offense. But I have a feeling that, again, the whole stigma of 0-4, Aaron Glenn, I think they need this win. It's at home.
Listen,
Cowboys are coming off a long, hard-fought game against the Cowboys where they're riding high. They think they're hot shit. Give me the Jets, the Jets, Jets. The number 3 ranked quarterback in the NFL in terms of passing success is Justin Fields. In case you guys haven't heard that one, number 3 in the league.
So I'm gonna lean towards Cowboys. I feel like they're really gonna have to rely on Pickens and Javonte Williams to move 100%. That ball. And based on what I've seen from Sauce Gardner this year so far, I think there's gonna be a lot of PI penalties and holdings, and they're gonna be able to move the ball that way.
Good. He's not as good as he once was.
I've got to take the boys. Next game, Broncos at Eagles. And I might have to go away from my normal pick here because I like taking the Broncos, but I gotta ride Eagles.
Eagles are the last undefeated team, right?
No.
Yeah, right?
No.
Who else is undefeated?
I think it's the hold on, let me scroll.
They are the last undefeated.
No, the Bills.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about them. Fair enough.
I knew it was an AFC team.
Oh my God, did they get the ball? Rams got the ball back.
Wait a minute.
If this stands.
Wait a minute. I wasn't looking, but anyway.
This game is far from... Oh, I guess they're calling him down, whatever.
Got it. So,
Broncos, give me... You're... And who are you going with?
Eagles.
That ball's out. I'm taking Eagles.
Yeah.
I'm taking Eagles.
Next game, Dolphins at Panthers.
Dolphins won, but lost Tyreek Hill. Now, how much is Tyreek Hill a factor? I don't know. Panthers, however, not a good team, certifiably. They're coming off a absolute trouncing by the Patriots. This is going to be a close game.
Listen, I think if the Panthers can stop the run.
I think it's the Panthers, dude. I was going to say I think it's the Panthers, dude, because now you're limited to one weapon.
I've got to say, listen, I'm going to take the Dolphins. Just I've got to. I don't know. Panthers are 1-0 at home.
Give me the Panthers. Give me the Panthers.
You know what? I'm gonna ride the Panthers. And I'm gonna put my stake on this. I think if the Dolphins lose this game, Mike McDaniels gets fired. I think that's the game that is just like a really. I mean, it's almost an even split.
Had he lost on Monday night, I would agree.
Yeah, well,
I think the win extends you at least 2 more weeks. I think I would look it up, but I think that a coach 95% of coaches that get fired mid-season get fired on a losing streak.
Let's move on. When we're done with the pick'em, I want to go through and look at the Dolphins' schedule to see what their game is next week to determine if that would be
Panthers.
So yeah, we're both going Panthers. Texans at Ravens, and you know what?
Give me the Ravens
with no Lamar Jackson.
They need it. They just need it more. They're a better team. I understand Lamar's. Is he 100% out or is he still just questionable?
I think it's a Cooper Rush show. I think I'd click on it, but I don't want to wait 10 minutes.
I just don't think I don't think Texans can stop the run, dude. And against
that was going to be my argument 1,000%.
Yeah, and I think
if Nico Collins can go off,
you're only saying that because you traded for him.
That's true. But you could say that too. You could talk about Jaden Higgins. You could talk about.
Give me the Ravens. I think this one is like, don't overthink it. I understand there's a different quarterback at the helm. Don't overthink it. Ravens are hungry dogs, even though they're not underdogs in this game, but they are a hungry team that needs another win.
At home, yeah, I've got to go Ravens. Bouncing down to the 3 o'clock games, Titans at Cardinals.
It's Cardinals.
It is Cardinals. Moving on.
Oh, keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck.
Titans are ass.
Yes. Now to the road, Bucks at Seahawks.
This is a great matchup. Both 3-1 teams. Seahawks looked good.
I'm going Tampa.
But they looked beatable.
Well, now, hold on. I think we have to also confirm that if Bucky Irving does not play, I think he's questionable right now.
I think either way, give me Tampa.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Tamps.
They're traveling to Seattle, right?
Yes. And Seattle's a 3.5 point favorite.
Long trip. However, it favors a team traveling east to west rather than west to east. You look up the stats on that. I know it applies, but I don't know the exact numbers, but look it up. Give me the Bucks.
Lions at Bengals.
Lions.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah. Commanders at Chargers.
And Jaden is
playing.
Give me
I'm taking the Chargers. I'm taking Chargers.
Switch that. I'm taking Chargers as well. I'm taking Chargers. I'm taking Chargers. I'm taking Chargers.
All right. Sunday night, Patriots, Bills.
Bills. Move on. Although it's going to be a closer game than what the spread says.
Yeah.
Divisional opponents like that, they're always fighting hard. Give me the Bills.
Monday night,
Jags.
I'm also taking Jags. I'm also taking the Jags. I've got to ride it.
Check that. I'm taking Chiefs.
Okay.
To switch it up, and I also think the Chiefs have the pedigree. I think they have what it takes to overcome adversity. I think everyone's sleeping on the Chiefs because they had a rough start to the year, but like if you look at their stats, you look at where they are at in these games, I think the Chiefs are not as bad as where they're getting put. I think the Jags might be overrated for a 3-1 team. Does that make sense?
I don't disagree with that, but I
think this is where we're gonna look back on it and say, yeah, maybe we were too high on the Jags to start the season. That's this game. Give me the Chiefs.
Is that Mac Jones?
It is.
Is he back?
He's back. Apparently, he wasn't that hurt because he's running the ball.
All right. We got it. Well, let me pull up the Dolphins real quick, and then we can wrap it, scrap it, bag it. All
Rip
the
it,
things we could
dip
do.
it, stab
Bop
it, twist it.
All right. While this is loading, so okay.
Yank it.
1-3. Stroke it. All right. So
that was one, right?
They get the Chargers the week after.
So if they lose this week to the Panthers and then they lose to the Chargers,
1-5.
Who's their following week?
I'm trying to scroll. I'm sorry. Come on. What is happening? I don't know, but I know they play the 19th. Uh-oh.
Get a new computer. What are we doing?
This is a relatively new computer.
It's.
I almost need to re-image it. I barely use it, which is probably the issue. But
he knows how to re-image things, and yet he can't get his computer to
I don't know.
I'd
have to take it somewhere to get it re-imaged.
Whatever.
Otherwise, I do it myself.
I'll just re-image it right now.
Too far.
Re-imaged.
Come on. Pull up your phone.
I'll just take the reins on this one. So, with that, the Miami Dolphins play, and I got to figure this out because I don't even have them up. A lot of dead air here. Keep it interesting. Miami Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill.
He's. Oh my God, that was
no
a bad
gas, I'll
injury.
break.
By the way, that was a bad injury.
That was.
dude.
But he might be the happiest guy I've seen
That was
get injured.
nuts. That he was smiling as he's getting carted off with a leg that's got a right angle in it. That was not good. So they play the Panthers, and if they lose, not good. 1-4. If they lose to the Chargers, which I think is very expectant,
yes,
they are 1-5 now. And then it's the Browns. And that game will determine Mike McDaniel's.
The Browns will win that game.
I agree.
The Browns.
And when they start 1-6 and they lose those 3 straight games, that's when Mike McDaniels gets canned. I want it on record. That's my prediction.
Okay. For the sake, he does not get fired that game. Then they go to the Falcons. Then they're at home versus the Ravens, and then Bills, and then the Commanders.
Listen, now they have a new head coach. Now they might be more scrappy.
Maybe.
Or Tua's dead with another concussion.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if Tua makes it out of the Commanders game.
Comes back talking like this.
I got to eat my carbs.
I don't know what's going on here. I got to drink my water and eat my carbs.
So anyway, that was the Week 5 pick'em. We will leave. I guess we could have asked Nate, but I feel like we ask him and then he can actually look those things up. So
yeah,
kind of.
He'll still. How about this? We could probably predict what picks Nate's are just based on jersey colors and matchups.
He might go against what we say, though.
This is true. This is true.
Anyway,
we'll pass it off to him.
So without further ado, we'll kind of start wrapping it there. We could talk a little bit more about college next week. A little bit more.
This is the greatest weekend of all time, but that's cool. We don't have to talk about it. It's all right. We're running long. We're already over what you wanted to do.
It's all right. It's good. We got our content here. We're good to go. Be sure to check out our other situations. Jesus, it's been such a long day. Be sure to check out our other sites here: TikTok, Instagram.
Oh yeah, that.
I really haven't used X too much, but if you guys start pulling it up there, I'll use it. I'll use it. And Twitch whenever we start streaming again. But
I'll never get you an invite. I'll just be commenting from an account that is my name.
I doubt it. But anyway, without further ado, be sure to like it. Be sure to subscribe to us.
Be sure to tell me that Caleb Williams is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, because he is.
Get the puck out of here.
He is.
Get the puck out of here.
And if you say differently,